Sorry about that, guys. That really sucks. But I hope you guys can excuse the delay we had. I'm going to be right back. Take a quick break, 2 minutes, and I'll let you guys watch fish. I'll let you guys watch fish. Oh, it seems fish cam isn't working. There we go. Let me see. Why is fish cam not working? Looks like everything broke. Pretty much everything broke. That is weird. That is so weird. Alright, well, I will leave you guys on... We'll go back, and we will... No fish then, no fish. There we go. You see nothing but darkness? Maybe you've died, Sendo. Maybe you have died. Maybe this is it. Lesson learned, you will probably have to go through the same struggles as well. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna stream on a laptop, it's likely. Because I have a full-on PC and that still happens, so I don't know. It's technology. You can never trust it. So really, the main thing here is to finish drawing her. So I want to try and give her as much definition as I possibly can. Spooky, welcome back! Can we please have a shout out for Spooky89? Spooky rated us yesterday. How are you today? I'm good. I'm good. We just had a stream crash actually, so that was that. But we did an unboxing on stream today because I got some nice new studio goodies. So yeah. Pretty good day when you get to open a parcel, you know? And we were talking about possibly getting like a subscriber whiteboard / mirror. So we got some new options to look at now. Kevin, how are you? I hope you're well. How are you going? Oh my goodness, Cody! Now, Cody, you are just in time. Guys, can we please... You were not expecting that. Neither was I. Can we have a shout out for Cody, guys? Guys, Cody is an amazing artist. So good at creating monsters and other creatures. Cody, we had to draw a monster self-portrait the other day. Please check out Cody, guys. Go give him a follow if you don't already. You're missing out on an amazing stream. Thank you for the follows, guys. Valley Dweller, Simon, thank you so much. Old Cody stream, I know, right? You've even got, like, look at the bottom, that corner, bottom left corner. You even got the Ecamm live thing in the bottom corner. Yeah, Simon, I'm from Adelaide. That is a very early stream of yours, I can imagine, yeah. Do you miss the old days, Cody, when like things were really early and raw? Ava R, thank you so much for that follow. I'm a British Lily Collins. I'm not British Shelby. British people would laugh at that. I'm Australian. Thank you so much, Cody. What were you doing on your stream? Do tell. Share with us your beautiful work. Also, if you want to drop a link to your socials, please do so. Please do so. The early days scared you, really? You were drawing little pumpkin freaking nuggets. That's so cute, Cody. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I love Lily Collins. She's amazing. Amazing actress. Dover, thank you for gifting that sub to Cody. Really appreciate that. Australian, you failed. No worries, Shelby. It is kind of tricky. A lot of people get it wrong. Do you have a work in progress or a finished picture you can show us, Cody? Or not right now? Do we have to stalk your Instagram and await the beautiful finished project? Balsy, hello, how are you? How's it going? I love that cute little cat emote. That is so adorable. So freaking adorable. Guys, I'll show you what we're doing today. Today, we are working on Poogy and Phoebe. So Poogy is the little piglet and Phoebe is the witch. So they're two of my characters that I draw every Drawlloween, every single Drawlloween. There's actually more pictures of them, but don't have them colored in yet. You love these? Thank you. So yeah, today we are drawing little Phoebe, who's plopped into mud because of Poogy the piglet. He made her drop into mud. So he's nice and dry. Look at him. All happy. Nice and dry, Poogy. But yeah, she's not in such a great shape. Did the cameras reset? No, the cameras were fine after that crash. It was simply the computer. Not of the ones you were working on tonight. Do you have something else you can show us? Are you doing Drawlloween or something cool during October, Cody? Oh, thank you, Shelby. You love the overlays. I put a lot of effort into the overlays. Just a couple of hours, really. Just a couple of hours. But yeah. So hopefully we can get these two done today. I have to finish a drawing a day. So if I don't finish these two today, I have a problem. Otherwise, I'm not going to keep up with Drawlloween. So it's a challenge. I'm always extremely busy every Drawlloween. Extremely busy. Are you guys doing any drawing challenges during Halloween time? There's a lot of them running. We've got Inktober, there's tons of others, and then Drawlloween's the other big one. The transitions are so smooth. Well, luckily they're smooth right now. They weren't smooth before when, you know, we had the crash going. But yeah, they're definitely smooth now. smoothed out for sure. They want to delude you guys and make you think that they're always this well behaved. When really, they're not. What do I do for work? This is currently my work, Shelby. I used to be a graphic designer and web designer, so I used to make websites, code them, run the servers, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. You're an Inktober junkie. You keep cheating and reordering the prompts into a narrative for another book. That is so cool though. I like that. Your streams crash at a minimum once each stream. Oh, I used to be there, Ava. I used to be there. And then I upgraded my computer and it still happened. And I was so bummed. And then Streamlabs brought out an update and I was like, wow, you were the problem? All along, you were the problem? You do one that you used to call Monstober, but there is one already out there, so you might change yours to Slashtober or something. That's a good idea, Kevin. Sorry to raid and run, but always a pleasure seeing my art. You hope I have a wonderful rest of the stream. No worries, Cody. That makes sense. I know how it feels after streaming for hours and you're super tired. You go get some rest. Thank you so much for sending your family our way. Thank you so much. So I need this to look really nice and muddy. Do you guys reckon we're gonna finish today? I'm worried. I am really getting worried. Because there's still so much to do. Like, I know the character is totally in place. We've got, like, all the composition planned, the anatomy is there. You know, we just need to fill in details, but it's the details that bogs you down, you know? Just gotta turn down that heater. It's getting so warm in here. You won't distract me with seal facts so that I can focus. The seals are so cute, Sento. I can't focus when you're bringing up seal facts. I just can't. All I can picture is this adorable seal in my head. And I can't think anymore, you know? Another hour, you think I'll make it. 90% at least. Well, if I don't fully make it, I'm gonna stream the rest on Instagram. Or something like that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just trying to get the base shading done so I know what's gonna go where. I'll zoom in a little bit because it's really far away. Hard to see. So how do these challenges work? What do you need to do? What do you mean, the Drawlloween one and such? My today is your tomorrow, so you would say yes on your end. How do these, that one seal was perfect. You just want to squish his cheeks. It was so cute, right, Sento? It really was. It really, really was. But then they all are. They all are in their own way. So she has a nice little collar. I always love drawing Victorian style clothes. Like, probably because I like wearing them as well. But yeah, always my favorite thing. You're going to be so caught up with things in your life, lots of things to do now. Why are you getting more busy? Because of the streaming, Sendo? There is a prompt for every day of October to draw. Almost tomorrow. Well, there's a lot of challenges going on in October. The biggest one I think is definitely Inktober. But if you want to do something a little bit different, there's a lot of other ones available, and they're all cool. They all have something unique about them. I prefer doing Drawlloween. Drawlloween is my thing that I do every single year. I go crazy. I create the most artwork in October. I probably create more art in October than I create all year. Like, that is my creative bombardment, essentially. The PX Dizzle, thank you so much for that follow. Spark, good morning. How are you guys? Please show your respect and spit on Spark. Type in exclamation mark spit. There we go. Thank you so much, Spark, for being here. Spark, you missed some action. Someone was trolling with Dover and I. Yeah. We finally saw some action, guys. I kind of forgot. She does have an earring. She does have an earring. A certain number, dude. How do you know? How do you know already? You know everything, Spark. If you hadn't mentioned the llamas at your wedding, the Spark would have been covered with saliva right now. Oh no. There we go. Spark is so respected here. That is all your fault. Poor Spark. Poor freaking Spark. Yeah, it's all your fault, Sendo. What have you done? You've destined poor Spark to an eternity with llamas. Spark and I were actually having this conversation last night about university and how, like, we would always have our deadlines because we kind of studied the same thing at uni, and we'd always have deadlines where basically you need to print something out for class, and all the printers would always break on submission day. Like, I don't know why. They would always break on the day that your thing was due. So I always used to go, myself and my classmates always used to go upstairs and annex the printers that the architects used, and they hated us for it. But we were desperate people. We were incredibly desperate people. Desperate people go for desperate measures, you know? Can't really blame us. You go to design school. You would know then, Zendo. You would know. If not the llamas, it's the alpacas. Exactly. It's gonna be one or the other. You know, one or the other. She's looking so upset. So upset. Can we finish this, guys? Can we finish this today, or am I gonna fall behind today? I feel like I should. Like, yesterday's piece was so much more complex. Maybe if we didn't have that crash, I would have already been a little bit further along, but who knows? Am I timed? I'm not timed, but if I don't do one drawing a day now, I'm gonna fall behind on Drawlloween, so yeah. Is there a calendar for the drawing challenge? There is. I'll show you in a sec, Shelby. We're all deeply connected, not just in water dogs, but in studies as well. You've got to go. You're getting ready to leave for class. Hope you catch me another time. Love the artwork. Thank you, Ava. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Let me see if I can open up the link. The link of this prompt list. And I'll open it up for you guys over there. So give me a sec, guys, because we've had some issues with the desktop stuff. So I'm gonna just switch it back over. There we go, that's working. That's working perfectly. Alright, so this here, let me see if I can zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. So this is the list that I'm taking part in for Drawlloween. And the first thing on the list was monster self-portrait. The second one was haunted, and today's one is witch. So I'm starting early because, well, there's a lot to do. I don't want to fall behind, and I need to also get these posts ready to be posted on Instagram as well. So I'm sharing these every day on my Patreon account if you guys would like to see them early ahead of time. But eventually I am going to post them to Instagram as well. So yeah, today we are doing Witch. So this is the artist who shares them, Ab Graves. So if you want to go check out the challenge for yourself and maybe join it, you can do so too. But yeah, we did do... This was my haunted one, my little ghost bunny. So I did my ghost bunny for haunted, and I did my monster self-portrait. So we've done 2 so far. 2 so far, and now we're doing my little witch. My cute little witch. And Phoebe the piglet. Do you then submit it somewhere? Do you win something, or just for fun? It's just for fun. Just for fun. Just for fun and to practice your drawing skills. We're not yet in the month of Drawlloween, Spark. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm doing it early. I'm doing it early because I don't want to fall behind. But you guys don't have to. You can wait a little bit more if you think you can keep up with it. I think I just go like very elaborate with my pieces, so I can never keep up. Which is why I need to start early. But if you're just doing like a small sketch, there really is no reason why you can't do a drawing a day. Like most normal people. I would win? You have no idea, Shelby. There is so much competition out there, so no, I definitely won't win. So I'll do it early, but upload it on the set days. Exactly, Shelby. I start now, and then I upload them whenever it happens. Like, you know, this is the 3rd of October, then we had the 2nd of October, 1st of October. The whole month of October, exactly. So, however many days we've got this October, how many days do we have? Let me see. October has 31 days. 31 days. So yeah, 31 drawings I'm gonna do. That's a different type of prompt or challenge. There are many. Yeah, so Inktober is a different one. I'm not doing Inktober. I have done a little bit of Inktober. I just much prefer the prompts in Drawlloween. So you can do any that suits you, any you think works really well with your art. Go for the one that you feel matches your art the best. That's what I did. Hello, Killer Koala. How are you? But then what will I do in October since I'll be done? I always have new ideas, Shelby. I'll be working on more oil paintings. I can start coloring a lot of these pieces. I also have my Humpty Dumpty sketchbook that I'm working on. So I have a lot to do. Drawlloween Inktober, Monstober, Slashtober. Actually more prepared for that. You're following Inktober? Are you, Spark? That's exciting. I didn't think you were gonna join in. You're gonna push yourself for all 31. Go for it, Spark. Have you ever done it? Like, have you ever finished all 31? Can you combine the topics with your comics, so 2 birds with 1 stone? That would be amazing. Don't hurt the birds, exactly. Find 2 geese with 1 50 caliber because they deserve it. Those Darn birds. What did the birds ever do to you, Spark? Spark, come on. Fearing adorable little birds. Well, her face is looking pretty good. I'm very happy with it. You are at war with geese. Here comes your PTSD. Oh no, Spark. Can it be worse than uni though? Can it really? Who would win in a fight? 50 geese-sized sparks or 1 spark-sized goose? Definitely the geese-sized spark. I think. Imagine that. Imagine if they were your size, Spark. That would be even more freaky. Even more. Dova just coming up with stuff from nightmares for you. No, you have followed Inktober, so this will be your first official one. That is awesome. I hope it goes well. I'll be encouraging you all the way. You were threatened by a goose once. Why? Why? What did you do to the goose? What did you do to the goose, Olga? Hello, Cocaine Karma. How are you? How are you going today? You looked at it, that was all. Maybe you looked at it weird, Olga. Maybe it was the way you looked at it. Maybe you looked like a creepy lurker. You know? Maybe the duck felt like you were eyeing it for dinner or something. Who knows? Welcome to the Coven of Horrors. Exactly. Exactly, where we discuss the things you fear most. What do you guys fear most? If you're willing to tell us. If you're willing to tell us. I don't know. I think for me, I don't know. I wouldn't say I fear snakes, but I really hate them. I really don't like snakes. But at the same time, if there's somebody's pet, that's sort of okay. Geese? Spark, we know. Geese and llamas and printers. We know, Spark. It's okay. Let's have a little therapy session where we'll discuss our worst fears. I think mine might actually be university printers. Like having to print something on a deadline. I think that could be my worst fear. Printers, especially before submission day. Yeah, like, it's just the horror, like, going to do something and then nothing works. Everything breaks. Something's misaligned. There's a splotch of ink on your paper. Something's gonna go wrong, right? Something is gonna go wrong. Doesn't matter. When you were younger, your mom told you if you were bad, you'd turn into a roach. And you're still afraid of that, even if it's not really a possibility. You have a little part of you that says, maybe she is right. Never know. You never know, Gege. Maybe one day, if you're really bad, you will turn into a roach. Could be. Definitely could be. Plastic Beach Boy, thank you for that follow. Can someone test that? Who here has been really bad? Has any of you guys been really bad and you can test whether or not you've turned into a roach? The thing is, Shelby, how would a roach be able to type? How would the roach be able to type? You might never know. Hello, Face Goofy. How are you today? I hope you're well. We are currently drawing my little witch and her piglet Phoebe. Her piglet Poogy and the little witch Phoebe. There we go. At least, what did I say last time, Dover? What did I call them? I don't remember. I don't even remember. Got it wrong the first time. They are a bit of a tongue twister though. So. That is something to worry about, yeah. Lost at sea or drifting in a space. That is an issue. That is a little bit of an issue. Yeah, definitely, I think drowning. Drowning would be the worst. You can never get hands right. They're so hard for you. You just gotta keep at it, Cocaine. You just gotta keep at it. Feet used to be really hard for me. I used to struggle a lot with feet. Never struggled with hands a lot though. I think it's because my mum always pushed me to really practice hands a lot when I was a kid. And so I never really got to a point where I remember hands being difficult because like I just always practiced them so much because she knew they were notoriously hard. So she wanted me to master them. Great advice. I'm really happy. My mom is like a really hard critic. Like, if something in my drawing is off, she will tell me. She will not go easy. She'll be like, that nose looks horrible, or you really don't do a great job with ears. Like, she's really harsh. But it's like our way of open criticism, like, because I went to uni and we had to critique each other's work, and you know, you have to learn to take critique like that. So I don't ever take offense when my mum says that. I'm like, she has a point. She must have a point. And like, there are times when we disagree on things, like disagree that something should change, but it usually allows me to reassess my work and be like, what does this look like? You know? You've had dreams like these. It's amazing yet terrifying, especially the drifting into space part. It can be beautiful too, though. It can really be beautiful as well, I reckon. Well, guys, we're definitely getting close. Like, there's still a lot to do, but the end is in sight. And it is pretty late, but who knows how much we can get done in another hour, you know? We might be able to get quite a fair amount done. Artists do have creative minds. I feel like it makes for really creative dreams as well. Who is this goblin girl? This goblin girl is actually a little witch. And her name is Phoebe. So these are two I prepared earlier of Phoebe and Poogy. Poogy is a little piglet and Phoebe is the little witch. What's the story with the pig? Well, Phoebe is a little witch that really sucks at her spells. She didn't learn a lot in class. And so the only spell that Phoebe can properly do is to make Poogie the piglet appear. She didn't ever mean for it to happen, and she can make him appear and disappear. But that's about it. And sometimes he doesn't want to disappear. Like, sometimes he decides if he wants to stay or not. So she really doesn't have a lot of control over her own spells. Yeah. Basically, the story is she's just a little witch trying to be a better witch. And essentially, little Poogie is kind of a little bit of a troublemaker. So the rest of the story is going to be probably on my Patreon account if I decide to use this story for my exclusive Patreon story. I'm not yet sure which story we're going to do for that one. But I've got votes in and people have said that they would rather have an exclusive story than the art amalgamation, which I think makes a lot of sense. So the art amalgamation used to be a poll my patrons voted on, which allowed whichever 3 top votes get chosen, that would be combined into a single drawing. But we already have the community drawing on Patreon, and I felt like, well, those are very similar. Like, you already get to choose something I draw every month in the community drawing, so why would you want the art amalgamation as well? So I decided an exclusive story is probably going to be a lot better. King James Cam, thank you so much for that bit, cheer. 100 bits, really appreciate that. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Am I fulfilling a commission as an illustrator for a book, or is it my character that I coined? My character that I coined, Nikki. My own character. No worries, Centaur. You have a good rest of your day. I hope you... Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for that pledge! Wait, who was that? You just joined my Patreon, Cocaine. Thank you so much for that pledge. That means so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness, warming my heart. Thank you. Well, as a patron, I really need you to give me as much feedback as you possibly can. Like, what ideas do you have? What could you want more of? Like, we're just starting out. We don't have that many patrons just yet. So I need your feedback. I need your feedback. So let me know if I could do something a little differently. We just got a raid. Dragon, thank you so much for that raid. Really appreciate that. I'm a little behind on chat, guys. What did you do on your stream? Dragon, let us know. Drop a link to your socials. Let us know what you did. This must be a really old clip of you gaming. I am sorry it's not showing off your art. Or were you doing a gaming stream today? Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Guys, I think we have potential chance to finish this off today. I really do. So yeah, the idea behind this on Patreon is I will be, I'll still be creating these on stream. I am an ornithologist to some extent, Simon, not a real one. But basically, I love parrots. I studied every kind of parrot. I learned the Latin name for every kind of parrot. I learned everything about them and I'm obsessed with parrots. That's why I have my own one. But yeah, basically, when you go out of the zone of parrots, don't ask me a thing because I'm not an expert on all birds, only parrots. You're just doing some Minecraft gaming stream across your newly made server. Did you have fun, Dragon? You just saw a 3-hour long video. That's amazing. Wow. A 3-hour long video? What do you mean, Cocaine? Video about what? What's my favorite kind? Hyacinth macaw, Simon. Hyacinth macaw. The largest parrot in the world. They're beautiful blue, cobalt blue. They have like little yellow skin patches around their eyes. Gorgeous black beaks. I would love one. But they cost around $80,000 in Australia. So I will probably never have one. You missed joining in my beautiful comfy stream. And yeah, you had fun, even with one viewer, which is your brother. That's the only viewership you need, Dragon. Only viewership you need. I'm glad you had fun. Did you guys play together? But yeah, basically the idea would be I'll be creating these comics or the storybook on stream with you guys. But then, oh, you mean on my Patreon, the speed paints. Yeah, so speed paints get shared to my Patreon account. But yeah, essentially the finished pieces and the story will only be shared on my Patreon until the book is finished. The book probably will take over a year to finish or something like that. So if you want to follow along the progress, becoming a patron is your best bet. Random question for me. I have to take a year off streaming to do another job. I can choose traveling antique picker, working on a horse farm, pottery shop, or a tattooist. Which do I choose? The idea of tattooing, while it's artistic, doesn't appeal very much to me because I would just not enjoy drawing on people. I've heard that drawing on skin is like an actually really hard thing and doesn't work like paper. I don't know if I have the patience for that, and also I don't get to draw what I want to draw, so I don't think I would pick that. Traveling antique picker does sound great. Horse farm though, that's a lot of work. Pottery shop could be cool. These are all great choices. Do I get to keep the antiques? Like, because that could be interesting. I think I probably would pick antique picker. Yeah, because I love collecting antiques, which is why my studio looks the way it does. Peerage is parrot in Gaelic. Wow, interesting. Your cousin actually has a breeding pair of blue macaws. As in the hyacinth ones or the blue and golds? Traveling antique picker. Good choice, thank you. I would love that. I would love that. Even though I don't like travel, I would probably just like the antique picking without the travel, you know. Not a huge fan of the travel idea. But yeah, the antiques definitely are appealing and could make up for the traveling, I think. Traveling really stresses me out. Like, I don't know why people do it for fun, because it is, honestly, for me, it is so stressful. I get lost in my own city. So for me, the idea of going to another city, I do go to yard sales, Kawasaki. I love yard sales. But yeah, the idea of going to another city is like all this planning. Like, I need to plan so much. I need to plan my flight. I need to be there on time. I then need to find a taxi or something to take me there. I need to find housing. I need to figure out pricing for everything. Like, why do people do this for fun? I don't get it. Why? You loathe traveling as well. Well, thank you, Art of Warlick. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not alone. I only do it if I'm in the company of someone who seemingly loves it. My sister loves it. She loves the planning. I don't. I really don't. So I don't get it. I don't mind tagging along. You're terrified of flying, really? Can't say that I've been terrified of flying before. Not really. Did something ever happen to make you terrified of it? Or were you just like, is it just a weird phobia you've always had? You wish you could travel, too bad you can't fly. Dover, that is just the worst. That is the worst, Dover. You're an over planner when it comes to traveling. Do you enjoy that, or does it, like, kind of mess with your head? It's a weird phobia. You prefer cabins within a few hours of home on a nice lake in the autumn when you take a vacation. Exactly, Old Bear. That would be bliss. All you gotta do is pack your stuff, get in the car, go, not think about a thing. And you're away from all the stress. See, that's a great idea of traveling. That I would not mind. I would still get like overly, over plan what I pack, but that's okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that much. But like, why do people go international and like go to Egypt, go to France and all that kind of thing for a holiday, like, you're gonna be so exhausted when you get home. Aren't you? I would. I definitely would. Imagine if I ever had to do a TwitchCon and I have to travel international. Ugh. The thought of it. No thanks. I love to do a TwitchCon. That I would enjoy. But yeah. All the travel, not so much. Alright, so unfortunately, I need to make some changes to her fingers because she needs to look like she's squishing into the mud. So we're going to mess around with that. You make an itinerary for every day. Enjoy, yes and no. At first it's fun, but then it gets overwhelming. Simon, I am exactly the same. I have my schedule every day planned out to every second. You know, when I need to stream, when I need to schedule a post, when I need to make dinner, when I need to clean this thing. So I understand that. I understand that completely. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it can get quite overwhelming in your life, you know. Lists and everything. Yeah, I have lists and then I have lists for the lists. That's what I'm like. I cannot function without my lists. Well, at least now it's looking a little more like she's squishing into that mud. You love it? People like us need some way to cope, right? We do. Well, she's definitely covered in that mud. If this would be too much work, I don't have to show it, but is there a piece I've drawn that I would love to be made into a porcelain doll? Any that stands out beyond, any that stands out above the others? A porcelain doll. Like, Phoebe does come to mind, because Phoebe is one of my favorite characters. Question is there one that I like more? I know that there's like a spider girl. No, not a spider girl. A little girl with a fluffy tongue that I did for last Drawlloween. Probably I would pick her because it could look so cool as a porcelain doll with this beautiful fluffy tongue coming out. I think I would pick that. List for list, somehow that reminded you of shipping ships. over. That is a tongue twister. That is an incredible tongue twister. There we go. Now that's a lot more dynamic with all the splotches everywhere. A whole lot more. Am I following a specific list for Drawlloween? Yes, I am. This is the list that we're following for Drawlloween. So we had Monster Self-Portrait, we had Haunted, and now we're up to Witch. So I'm going to share these every day now on Patreon. Eventually they'll be shared next month in October. They'll be shared on my Instagram as well. You won $1 on bingo. Is that hard? I've never played bingo before. One with a decimal or a comma? That's the question, Spark. All the fonts in the list, I know, right? Definitely a lot of effort put into it. You even visit Queen Mary. She's amazing. What do you mean you visit Queen Mary? Well, Phoebe's hat is done. Looking pretty cool over there. Who is the person who made this challenge anyways? That would be Mab Graves, Shelby. Which word am I looking forward to the most? Which word? Night Circus, the next one, is one I'm really keen for. It's pretty exciting. I kind of have an idea what I want to do for that one. Labyrinth. I'm really looking forward to that one. What's the other one? I think it would have to be definitely between Labyrinth and yeah, as I said, Night Circus. I think those two. I'm pretty sure those two. She is an artist, yes, Shelby. She's an amazing artist. You should go follow her. So many Queen Marys out there. Only cruise ship you've been on was the Disney one. I hate cruise ships. I get so nauseous on them. It will be fun to see me do yokai. I've done yokai before, Rhyme Fox, last Drawlloween. Celestic, thank you so much for that follow. Celestic Alien. What a cool name. So many good choices, definitely. There's heaps you can do. There is heaps you can do. Mad Graves is a mad genius disguised as an artist, exactly. Her house looks so magical. She's got so much cool stuff. My life goal is to decorate my house like Mab and Brett. Mab Graves and Brett Manning. That is my life goal. You didn't know that? Well, go have a look on my Instagram. Go have a look on my Instagram and you should be able to find my yokai post. What is my Insta? Here you go. There's a link to all my socials. Oh, guys, we just reached 400 followers on Twitter yesterday, last night. Thanks for following, by the way, Dover. But yeah, it was a goal. Queen Mary was in 1863 during World War II. Thank you, Dover. Especially when I chose to change her fingers in the mud. That really helped. That really helped a lot. You're loving what I'm drawing so far. Thank you, Celestic Alien. What kind of art do you make? If you are an artist yourself, not everyone here is. But a lot of you guys are. Okay, so is art my job? Currently, yes, Simon. Currently, yes. That is everything I do right now. My only source of income currently. Art is life, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I used to be a web designer. And I started going part-time web design, part-time art until I got really unwell last year. So I needed to get surgery, and that sort of just got me into streaming, and I couldn't do my old job anymore. Just because it was too, like, my health just got in the way, so I decided to just throw everything in, go streaming full time, and that's what I did. And so that's just kind of picked up a lot this year, so it's just meant that, well, since this is now kind of working better for me, I'm probably not going back into the graphic design role unless I'm financially really struggling, you know, unless I can't make this work. So is it because of Twitch or sales from shop? What do you mean exactly? Is what because of Twitch or sales from shop? Deal bad. What? I'm an exceptional artist, and she's an exceptional artist, and I am also. Sorry, not going to try and explain the phonetics on that. You'll stop for now before it gets unbearable. I'm not even going to try and read that. That is crazy. It looks like sealed dead bad hair. That's what it looks like. It does not look like a compliment. That is crazy, but glad it's working out for me. Thank you, Simon. You are a full-time graphic designer. Do you enjoy your job? I guess the question is, do you enjoy your job on most days? You know. I used to manage websites for people, so lots and lots of management stuff. Wasn't really my thing, but unfortunately I was really good at it. So, it made it really hard to get out of it because, you know, there was always more and more work, and it really got rough. And then ultimately, when I got really sick, I just couldn't do it anymore. So they had to find a way to manage. Please don't try. There is no way I would even get close. I can imagine, old bear. The other thing you said, like you wrote that you did add the phonetics for, I got completely wrong. Being able to do this for work. Being able to do this for work. You didn't know if Twitch paid enough to streamers. You can't have your sole income in just one pool, Shelby. You have to sort of diversify. It's kind of like that in any sort of content creation role. You kind of have to try and diversify because you never know what's gonna happen. Like, anything could happen, really. And if you want a stable income, well, that's what you're gonna take care of, right? Sometimes you enjoy it though. Clients though. I know, right, Simon? Clients are the worst. This job would be great if it wasn't for all the customers. Oh my goodness. That's the trouble with phonetics and Gaelic. Gaelic has sounds that don't exist in English. Yeah, I can imagine. I think I need a YouTube, what, like a small Gaelic conversation sounds like. Clients just want you to copy everyone else. I know, and there's a legal issue with that they don't understand. Like, one of my old jobs that still owes me $5,000, and I'm never gonna get that money back, basically wanted me to hand them over all the licenses I had purchased from my business to be able to edit their own files when they never paid me for the full files. So that was an earful of a conversation, let me tell you. I got sworn at over the phone at my other job by my other client. So interesting day at work. But yeah, I had to very calmly try and diffuse the situation and tell the guy, look, I'm not withholding things that you've paid for. I am just withholding the licenses that are in my name, and I can't transfer over to you because I'm using them for other things, and I have to earn the license, you know? Yeah. So I ended up needing to see a lawyer about that. And the lawyer told me, don't worry about it. You have nothing to fear. You're totally in the right. If they want to cause issues, let them know. And that was that. So that ended pretty badly. For both of us, really. I never got my money and, well, they went bankrupt eventually. So yeah, some people are really rude. Really rude. But yeah, at some point you just gotta, you know, move on. Move on with your life and realize that crap things happen and can't really do much about it. You just gotta learn the lesson not to fall into the same trap again, right? That's the way it goes. Yeah, the customer definitely isn't always right. You imagine, especially with an art commission. I feel like artists tend to do themselves in a lot. Generally, artists always want to please their customers because it's so hard to find a customer and you always want them to go away being happy, you know? So more often than not, you're more willing to do everything, take the loss, and just have the client happy. But my advice, especially after that bad experience, not even in art, is it's not worth it. You know, you gotta keep the customer happy, yes, but there's a difference between keeping your customer happy and having your customer walk right over you. There is difference. And don't undersell yourself in art. Don't undersell yourself. I will be right back, guys. So guys, a little thing came up. My brother is going out to buy a new car and he would like for me to go along. So I don't know if I can finish this one. Like, I really want the mud to be nice and detailed, so I reckon we're just gonna have to leave this one over for another day. New car. Yeah, my brother's really into cars, so no worries, TJ. So guys, before we go, I would like to show you guys something kind of related to what I'm working on actually. So give me 1 second. It depends, if you gotta go, then yeah, you do gotta go. So guys, I have launched my Patreon. Well, I've kind of had my Patreon for a long time, but I started adding a lot of new things to my Patreon account of late. So basically the character that we're working on today, Phoebe and Poogy, I'm probably going to add an exclusive story to my Patreon account of this story. So you guys will be able to see the drawing progress on live streams, but I won't post them to Instagram, and I won't share the stories on Instagram at all. So this is going to be exclusive content for my Patreon account. And eventually, your support on Patreon will help me fund a fully finished book about the story. So you get to be a part of the journey that allows me to create that story. And so on Patreon, we have 3 different tiers. We have my bronze tier, silver coin, and gold coin. Basically, the difference between the tiers are as follows. So you can see all the benefits that you get if you sign up to each tier. There's our community drawing. So the community drawing is basically every month I create a drawing on Twitch. You guys, if you're a patron, you get to include a prompt of your own, and I will include that character and that creature in the community drawing. So if you like to take part in that, that is also a benefit of being a patron. We're going to have the exclusive story. You get phone wallpapers, coloring in pages. You get your name in the credits of all my videos. You also get a process video and speed paint every month. So I do share my videos on YouTube, but you can watch the speed paint on my Patreon account as a patron. You get early access to content, and you get little behind the scenes snippets of my day that I share in my it's like a story, it's like Instagram stories, like a little, it goes like it goes undiscoverable after a while, so you can get those as well. For $15 a month, you get extra benefits. So the extra benefits are you get exclusive quarterly, monthly rewards, so stickers, prints, and I'm going to relate these merch rewards to the exclusive story as well. So again, these won't be sold in my store. The book will only be sold in my store once it's finished, and that's the only way you'll be able to access that. So yeah, lots of different rewards. For the $20 a month reward, you get a tote bag and a mug as well. So the idea behind Patreon is to allow an artist to complete a mission. In my case, my mission is to complete the storybook that I'm trying to finance, and you guys can make that possible. So you get certain rewards, you get to be a part of the process, and I get to create some kind of artwork for you guys, such as a storybook. So if you guys would like to take part in my Patreon, the link is here. There we go. There's the link. So please go check that out and give me some feedback. If you guys have different ideas of what you'd like or how I can change things, make things better, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, guys, it is time for us to find somebody that we can raid, guys. Somebody worthy of our vampire tea party, guys. Who do you think that might be? Who do you think? We have Chloe's on, Poku is on. There is also an artist who does music called Honey Ducky that we could stream. I need to go follow... Tayoid. I don't follow Tayoid. Why can't you follow... Ooh, we're gonna play an ad. We're gonna play an ad. I don't follow Tayoid. Music stream? Are you keen for a music stream? Tayoid, what is Tayoid working on? Is that like, I can't see, it's digital art somehow. So Honey Ducky does music. She does some covers of some music. I haven't seen her on before, except I only started following her last night. So the question is, do we go to Tayoid or do we go to Honey Ducky? Tayoid is currently drawing. We raid Chloe a lot out of War League. We raid Chloe a lot. So we're bound to raid Chloe again. Statics is also on. Yeah. So do you guys want music? Drop some names in the chat. Music or art. It's either going to be Tayoid with art or it's going to be Honey Ducky with music. Let's raid Tayoid. There we go. Let us raid Tayoid, guys. Tayoid it is. There we go. And guys, I'm going to be on tomorrow finishing this drawing on stream. So if you guys want to join me on that process, I would love that. I would love that. Let us go and I'll see you guys tomorrow.